I cannot judge this, because I cannot judge myself. But what I think is that I have a really good mix. I can be strict. I know for me it's really important that the guys are professional. If they're not professional, then they will feel it.
Okay, so I'm glad to talk with you, Thomas. My name is Bartek from SkokiPolska.pl. Please let me know something about your living in Poland, because you're living in Poland for a while now. How do you like it there, and is there something what surprised you the most?
Yeah, I'm not that long here. I now have my own flat. I spent my first night yesterday in the new flat. Before I was more in the hotel, close to the ski federation. Yeah, but I really enjoy it. I really enjoy Jaka. It's a nice city. A lot of young people are here. It's also good for me that the ski federation is really close, and I can arrange a lot of stuff in a short time there. And yeah, I also recognize that sometimes the language is a problem, especially in small grocery shops. I had something funny happened yesterday. It was not that easy to get my food, what I want. But I really like it. I really enjoy it. Everything, the people are really open and friendly. I really like it, yeah.
Have you known already some Polish words?
Some basic words like dziękuję and dzień dobry. So really just basic stuff, because it was a lot of work. But this
sounds good. Sounds good. Let's back to the ski jumping. You recently completed a training camp in Vienna with other coaches. What important topics did you discuss with the coach, and how much progress have you already made with them?
So special topics. So first, it was really satisfying there. It was really a good work atmosphere we had in Vienna, because it was a really good mix, I think, between working and also some team building events and also some action stuff like body flying. So this have been more the icebreakers in the team, so that we really connect or start connecting. And for us, the main topic at first was for sure setting up the teams. I mean, we talked a lot in the weeks before, and we already had our vision how we want to have it, but I wanted to talk with everybody about it, and that's the reason why it took that long to set them up. But this was main topic about the jumpers teams, and then the coaches teams. We also talked a lot about the calendar, the camp calendar, the training. Also how we work together as a group. It was a really big topic. So the communication within the team, the way of working. So I have a special kind of working. So I really want to put it over all three teams. But it's more like I won't tell them how they should do stuff. I want them to be creative in their own groups, but some things have to be the same. And what was another big topic? We had a lot of them. Also, a big topic was the role of the physiotherapists in the groups, because I really want to use all the potentials, because they are also really specialists in their fields, Also, how we can encourage the youth, so that the young jumpers was a topic. And I think that had been the main topics. And the new system. I mean, the new system with the basis, you have already wrote it, I think, in some articles, or read it maybe, that we implement a new system. That was also a big topic.
Okay. I bet you've already analyzed Polish jumpers' performance in the past season. And what do you think was the biggest problem of our athletes, and how to fix it?
I mean, I started with a reflection of the season. You know, they got a paper from me and they did a reflection of the season in more on the ski jumping technique. And yeah, I also had a look on some of the jumps. I will do that more in the next weeks. But the main problem, I think, was a balance problem in the in-run position. This was, and you know, the balance, if the balance is not right in the in-run position, this is the fundament of the jump. If you have problems there, it will lead to mistakes at the takeoff, and then the takeoff mistakes lead to mistakes in the flight. So
yeah,
what I've seen, they had the most problems with the balance in the in-run position.
Have you already had the chance to see your jumpers train on the gym? And who made the biggest impression on you?
I only have been at 2 trainings. You know, I gave them 2 basic programs they should do, and I was once in Zakopane and once in Schilk, and then the base coaches who were placed there, they did the trainings in the last 2 weeks because I had to do a lot of stuff back home in Innsbruck to really finally move here, that I'm able to move here. And yeah, I mean, for me, it was really good to point one guy out. It was Piotrem Żyłą. He was so motivated. I mean, this is his personality, I think. That was really nice to see. Then for example, I saw Maciek Kot. He was really professional. And I mean, I don't want to point out special jumpers, you know. They have all been great at this. They all have been motivated. It was really nice to train with them. And yeah, that's what I can say about the trainings. Not that much, because we didn't have that much trainings together, but we will start next week in Jaka with the first camp.
But from the beginning, it was often said that the biggest challenge for you will be working with jumpers as Kamilem Stochem, as well as Piotrem Żyłą and Dawid Kubackim. Do you already have an idea for your approach to these athletes?
I mean, for sure, older jumpers, or I don't want to say older because they are not old. They are more experienced and they have already won a lot. It's always a bit different to work with them, but my approach won't be that different to them than to others. For sure, you have to be more sensitive in some topics, maybe, as in comparison to other jumpers. But I think ski jumping, in ski jumping, you don't have to treat the jumpers that different. You know, it's about the basic stuff, what everybody has to do. And yeah, I think I will find my way. Without.
Yeah, and would you rather set up a team of only the most successful athletes, or rather you want to have some mix of experience and the youngsters? I suppose that you won't give me the names, but it will be a mix.
It will be this year. It won't be. Yeah, it will be a mix. It is a mix of experienced jumpers, also young jumper, and also this middle-aged jumper. So I think we have a really wide group, but it will still be a homogene group, you know. So to train with. There are some big surprises. I can tell you that won't be big surprises.
Okay, but there are some rumors that it will be a small group of 4 jumpers. Can you say something about this?
It will be not 4 jumpers. It will be more, but it will stay a small group. You know, we will do 3 groups and also base groups. So you know, the idea behind it is to have a better working quality. You know, we also believe that, you know, our coaches in the second group, and third group, and on the basis they are good coaches, and it's more about training in smaller groups and doing then some camps together, but really stay in smaller groups to have a higher quality.
Understand. You are in ski jumping world from your really early age, and you've seen that how this sport evolved. And can you say what is the winning key element now in ski jumping? Because we have some technological race, but we still have just people, just ski jumpers. And their mentality, their nuances in technique. What is the most important nowadays?
Yeah, it's you know, the most important stuff is, you know, when you look at the past, there have been times where physics, you know, physical part was most important. Then you had the times where the teams did everything over the equipment. But nowadays, you really have to have an holistic view, an overall view on ski jumping, and you have to have the best package. That's the important stuff. You have to be good mentally, you have to be good physically, you have to be good in your technique, you have to be good with the equipment. So it's really about having the best package. You cannot win if you are just have that one thing what is better than the others. You really have to be top in all parts. That's the secret to success.
Yeah, understand. And I think that the key to success are also a good assistant. And what could you say about your assistants, Mark Nulke and Matthias Hafele, also Krzysztof Miętus, who appeared?
What I can say about them is that they are all real experts. You know, I mean, you know, Matthias is working now, I think, since 15 years. I don't know exactly the years, on high level equipment. He has a lot of knowledge, and he's also really organized, you know, in his work, what he's doing. And so I missed the word. I really trust him, you know. Yeah. When I know I have him with me, I don't have to care that much about the equipment, because I know it will work. For sure, I will also have a close look on the equipment, because I'm really also affine to equipment. But I know this package is done. He will do that. Then when I look at Mark, he's a specialist in so many fields, you know, in a really wide range of fields. And he's also, I can trust him, you know, I can really 100% trust him, because we work together. There's a trustful relationship between us, and yeah, he will be more my right hand, you know. And then we have Krzysztof, let's call him Titus. I don't know him that well at the moment, but I've seen him as a jumper, you know, and he has also had really good season once, 2012, 2013, I think it was. And he was a high-class ski jumper. And I think we will really work good together, you know. Don't want to have him just for the equipment as they did the last years. I really also want to involve him in the ski jumping technical coach. And we already told him that we also will change sometimes position in trainings and camps, for sure not in a competition, but sometimes he also will do the training at the top. And then I think this will be the best way that we start thinking the same and we'll work together good. So
I think that really important thing is also this basis in Szczyrk, Wisła and Zakopane. How this basis will work with Krzysztof Biegun and Wojciech Topur, and is this a place? It will be the place for ski jumpers from team which will not be in the competitions, or maybe it's the chance for other jumpers outside of the teams.
Yeah, that's, We just implemented these phases now. I mean, they have always trained in those Styrk and those Zakopane, but there has not been a specific coach who was just there to organize and do the training only in the basis, And for me, it's totally important that when the jumpers come back from the camps, that they really are able to continue work with the coach on the same topics we did in camps and so on. So this will promote the more continuous work on the specific topics an athlete has. And it is a chance for, I think, jumpers who are, not in good shape to have a safe place to build up the form again and come back stronger to the competitions. That is a big advantage of it. The continuous work is a big advantage, and we will see how it will work out. My goal would be that we get more and more jumpers on the basis, because I mean, it would be the goal to have junior jumpers who are probably not that good with 20, that they don't stop, that they can continue training at the basis, with a trainer from the federation. It's the same principle as we have it in Austria. And as you can see, it really works out good. We have a lot of good jumpers in the middle section. So it gives jumpers a chance to really continue their career if they are not in the first or second or third team when they come out of the junior level, to continue jumping and take more time to get to the top. Because sometimes there are jumpers who improve their jumping really late, So when that happens.
When we look to the Austrian team, there are ski jumpers like Daniel Czofenik. There are many other juniors which have really good level, and they have chances in the World Cup. When we look at Polish ski jumpers, there are not so many junior ski jumpers in World Cup. Do you want to change it?
Of course. I mean, what important is that performance counts. If the performance is good, they will get the chance to compete in World Cup. I mean, we cannot give them presents, but we can think about philosophies, how we can probably push the young generation. That was one big topic. I was really working. We also had the problem back in Austria that no young jumpers came to the World Cup in the last years. Then I started as a junior coach, and I was really thinking about how can we bring them to the top. I mean, everybody for sure does that, but I was trying to change the system and thinking about nomination philosophies. For example, in Austria, we had the rule that I implemented it with Legal Florian together with the second coach back then, that only 4 older athletes are allowed to go to Continental Cup, and always 2 young athletes has to go there, or it was 3-3, I think. So that always the younger, if they jump equal, always the younger one is the one who is going. So they are preferred in the system, right? So yeah, we want to change. We talked about that, but it will take time. We cannot just say, okay, we want young jumpers, but at first they have to be on that level that they get the chances.
Sure. I was talking to Maciej Maciusiak before your nomination, and he told me that he would like to have some tests before World Cup competitions. He told me that the best ski jumpers should to go to the World Cup. It can be ski jumper from A team, B team, and juniors also. Yeah. Do you agree with him?
Totally. That's my philosophy. I think that's also a reason. I already recognized that me and Maciek, we think in a lot of topics the same, and we already made in our camp plans specific dates for nominations for the nomination qualifications for example for WYWIAD. We will do it the week before with all the teams, because as I said, performance is key. So the best guys will go to the World Cup, and I don't care if it is a guy from the first group, second group, or third group. We should stop thinking about this is the guy from my group. I will take him. We should start thinking in federation, way. These are all Polish jumpers, and the best should jump.
Every coach faces the challenge of maintaining the balance between a strict training regime and friendly interpersonal relations. What are some solutions you use to find the golden balance in this area?
I think you can't make a plan about that. I think this is your personality as a coach. And if I reflect my coaching career till now, I think I've found the right mix for me. I cannot judge this, because I cannot judge myself. But what I think is that I have a really good mix. I can be strict. I know for me it's really important that the guys are professional. If they're not professional, then they will feel it. And for me, always team is first, and then second it's the individual sportsman. So it's really about being a team. And yeah, I can be also, when I see that the things are done well, that they train well, that they behave well, then I can also be really connected to them, but it always, I think I found a good mix.
Yeah, and I think that's this golf in Vienna was some kind of this idea, to make good atmosphere.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It is. It is. We also did other stuff, and it also always have to be a good mix, also with the jumpers, in the end, they should never forget why they started to jump. And they started to jump because it's the best. It's the best feeling to be in the air and display part also of ski jumping. And if it's just I have to be the best, that won't work. It always have to be a good mix between that play part of the sports, why you started, and that high professional success approach.
Do you think about any goals for the upcoming season, or rather you want just work and don't think about the goals, about results at this moment?
A big topic of my work is professional and systematic goal setting, also for the athletes. For sure I have my goals. I won't name them now, but all I can tell you is that when I do something, I want to be successful. That's all I can say. But I just judged the system from the outside now, and now I'm gonna will start to learn about the system, about the potentials of the jumpers, and then I can say more about it. But for sure, I want to be successful. I want to always bring out the potential in the team, what is left.
Let's back.
A lot of potential left in this team.
Sure. Let's back to you for a moment. I'm sure that many people was talking to you about your double jump in Bischofshofen, but I think it's interesting. Who was your idol in ski jumping family when you were a ski jumper? Who was authority for you?
Authority or idol? I would start with an idol as a jumper. My idol, I don't say now Adam, because it wasn't like that. My idol was back then more guys like Matti Hautamäki or Björn Rumörn. These guys really have been idols because they were such good flyers also, and I love to fly. And authorities, do you mean in coach's way or?
Yeah, also.
Yeah, I mean, my father was always, you know, kind of my idol because he was a really good coach. He just did it only never on professional side. He just did it for school kids and so on. And also Toni Innauer and Werner Schuster, who has been my coach in Stams, they have been really guys who kind of, yeah, I was orienting on this kind of personalities, and these have been role models for me in back then, I think.
Yeah. So what can we wish for the upcoming season?
I mean, what I wish is that we really start growing together as a team, that we really have an effective work time together with a good mix of success and fun, and that we will be able to bring out the potential in the team, what's still in this team. That's my wish for the season, you know.
Okay, so I wish you that, and I hope that we will have an opportunity to talk after really big successes.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much, Patrick.
Thank you very much, Thomas. Have a nice day.
Bye bye, you too.
Bye.